We are live. We are live for day 16
Mhm.
of our 21-day challenge of speaking our want. Today, I want to go back to bed. It's not been a bad day. Just feel like I need more rest.
It's been a day.
No, just not feeling the best. So
Mhm.
need to, I guess, listen to my body and take that rest.
Yeah, I would say so. And I want people, including myself, to stop listening to the other poor people around you telling you what you should do and what you shouldn't do.
That's a good one. I have a feeling it's something that you've come across recently.
Well, it's the normal stuff. It's the normal stuff. Why are you doing that? Why have you made any money yet? Are you successful yet? Then why are you doing it still? Or why, like all that normal shit. Like especially when you're first starting, everybody's got an opinion. Everybody around you. I found an amazing quote that um drives this home. And it's not my it's one of Alex Hormozy's quotes, which he's got a lot of them. But it goes and I'm not going to say this as well as he says it, but poor people stay poor because they're worried about what other poor people around them, or they worry about other poor people judging them for what they're doing or for doing the things that it takes to get rich. And as sad as that is, when you're first starting out, many of the people around you want you to fail because it justifies to them the risks that they were unwilling to take, right? And so
Yeah,
right,
there's a lot of reasons.
there's a lot of reasons, sure, but that's a big one.
Yeah, I mean, we all have our things. Um, I don't know the exact quote, but basically don't take advice from someone who's not doing better than you are, right?
Yeah.
Or doing, being successful at what you want to do.
And what you want to be doing, right?
Yeah,
Doing better
like
at it. Yeah,
so,
100%. 100%.
we all have our own timeline and, you know, eventually, I guess, some of us are on, I don't know. Yeah. Like I was in the poor mindset too before. I'm not any longer, you know. So, and I don't listen to people who aren't doing better than me for sure.
Yeah.
Like I'm not going to take advice from you if you're not doing something that seems, um, I guess, I don't know, a little bit different than the average thing.
That's a good way to
I
look
don't
at it.
want to put anybody down or anything,
Yeah.
but I know how to make money going to a job.
Yeah. Well, we all know that,
Yeah,
right? That's
right,
like our default. That's our
right.
default. I
Yeah,
want our default to not be that. I want our default to become how do I make money outside of going to a job and outside of trading my time for money.
right. Well, I mean, we're setting things up where it should be that our money is making money for us,
Mhm.
and we'll get there. I mean, things don't happen overnight.
That's right. It takes time, but it takes time and consistency. But yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So it's coming along. Oh, speaking. So I know you don't go on Facebook, for like
Well, I
nothing.
don't not go on Facebook. I do, just not as much as I probably should.
Well, maybe not necessarily, but my point is apparently today is our anniversary of becoming friends on Facebook.
Oh,
I'm like, I'm like, we've known each other longer than a year.
yeah. Well, that might have just been because you had friend requested me and I didn't friend request you because
And yes, and
never
it
gone
took you
freaking Facebook.
forever.
No, it's been longer than it's been at least 2 years. It's been at least 2 years.
Yeah, yeah. So I just thought that was funny. I'm like, a year? I know I've known him longer than a year.
Yeah, that's my fault. That's my lazy ass, not checking Facebook.
I'm sure it was probably sitting there for a year.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
like, all right, whatever, whatever.
Is what yeah, I mean, what can you do? It's all
Not a big
um
deal, but happy friends anniversary.
friends anniversary. Yeah. It's so funny. So I was at church today. Yes, I go to church. So
Okay,
our
I remember.
pastor was giving his sermon or whatever, and he was talking about his marriage. And he said, like, my wife wanted to get married, but I wasn't ready yet, right? And so we're now married and everything's great, but like at the time we were in our early 20s and I just wasn't ready yet, and she was ready. And she wanted a summer wedding. We ended up getting married in the cold winter in Wisconsin, and it
Uh,
was, so he's like, we ended up having a December wedding. And his wife is sitting up in the pews, and she's like, it was January. I'm like, yeah, that's pretty typical. That's pretty typical. We don't, guys, we don't give it, we're not
I
remember.
don't like,
I mean,
honestly, I am not the kind of person that makes a big deal about like these different dates. Like,
yeah.
don't ask me what date I've met people or whatever. I'm like, I don't know. Is it in my phone? Does my phone tell me? I don't know.
Mhm.
Like, if it, I don't know, dates just aren't that important to me, you know? Other people keep track, like, oh, it's an anniversary or something, like, oh,
Right.
oh, oh, happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary. Happy anniversary.
I'm bad. I will 100% admit it that if I forgot anyone's anniversary or birthday, don't take it personal. I don't even remember mine.
No, and that's right. Yeah.
My neighbor reminds me half the time it's my birthday. He's
I
like,
would especially say that's true if you're a guy.
No,
Don't take it personally.
my
Uh-huh.
neighbor says, what are you doing for your birthday? I'm like, I don't know.
Mhm.
When's my birthday? I'm like, oh, it's coming up, huh? I'm like, oh, whatever.
That's sad. Okay, look, let's let's do something for your bro. I don't know where you're gonna be. You're gonna be
It's
out
the
there.
big 50. I'm gonna be in at Squat Up with
Oh,
almost all of my people.
good. Okay, so you definitely need to celebrate your birthday while you're out there. For sure. Yeah, for sure. I know. Man. Yeah. I know. I'm kind of the same way. I don't think about my birthday. I'm not like planning ahead or any of that nonsense. I really don't care. Um, so, but anyway, so back to
Once, right?
wants. Yeah, I want people to again, tunnel vision, have it clear in your mind, and stop listening to other poor people telling you and giving you advice on what you should do. The only people you should be taking advice from are people who are where you want to be. That is it. Obviously, family members, if it's something outside of business and your entrepreneurship stuff, I'm not saying just don't listen to people, but as far as financial
Look,
advice,
look,
business advice,
we're all adults, right?
yeah.
I'm gonna have to say my personal channel right now is set for only adults because I didn't want to have to go through the rigmarole of keeping my mouth good and whatever. Not that I share anything, but if a parent came across and I swore or you swore, then you know. So this is adults only on my channel.
Mhm.
So just like I don't want to tell people what to do, but really like think about who you are taking advice from, right? And what they're doing because
Yeah.
while most people mean well and they want to keep you safe, right? You know,
Maybe it's that.
they want to keep you safe. They don't want to see you mess up. They don't want to see anything happen to you for the most part.
Well, if it's
I
family
don't
and
think it's,
friends, yeah,
yeah, friends, family, whoever, whatever, you know? Um, but really just, I mean, we're all adults. Just be
man,
conscious of who you're listening to
yeah, yeah,
before you make decisions. And don't be afraid to make decisions. But like thinking, oh, what if I mess up? What if you mess up? What if it works out? Like I've messed up a lot of things. I'm still sitting here. I'm still alive, you know, like,
yeah. So somebody, I forget who said this, but like, starting a business and building a business is a lot like jumping out of an airplane and trying to put together another airplane while you're falling.
hmm, interesting.
And and there's some truth to that, but um, I have a partner who his job is to take risks. His job is to do things that I probably wouldn't do, right? And my job is to help him put on a parachute before he does it, right? To look at it and help him put on a parachute before he does it. But, you know, I'm at a point now where it's like I almost want to see if I'm gonna F up and break something because I've gotten a lot more comfortable feeling uncomfortable, and that takes time to build that muscle. It really does, because when you're first starting out, everything is uncomfortable, and you just sometimes it can just make you seize up. So a lot of times that's why you need other people who are further along than you to kind of help pull you through pull you over that hump, right?
Mhm.
Where you're just like, "Oh, I don't know what to do. I don't want it to do this. I don't want it to end up like this. I'm just not going to do anything." It's like, no, no, no. You've got to do something. You've got to make a choice. One way or the other, you've got to make a choice. Making no choice is making a choice, right? So, um, and for me, that took a little bit, and there's still stuff I run into all the time. I'm like, you know, um,
Risk taker, I always have been. I'm like,
yeah,
fuck, what's the worst that could happen? If it wasn't death,
yeah. Gotta be careful. The worst, I mean, yeah, okay. The worst thing that can happen is you get sued into bankruptcy, or you have to file corporate
well, the worst
bankruptcy.
thing is that could happen in
Yeah,
anything is I die,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
Like,
sure,
so I
sure.
can survive all the
From a
rest.
business perspective, though, the worst thing that can happen. Yeah,
I'm
it's
just
like
saying, you still survive. You still survive. How many people have lost it all and started over and had built it right back up to
yep,
even bigger and better,
yep. Uh,
right?
no, it's 100%, 100%. And it's because of all of those lessons that they learned while crashing and burning that allowed them to build it up more successfully on the second go around and do it the right way on the second go around. What's cool about this whole thing is that once you have a model, a successful model, you can duplicate that. You can grow it, and that's when it really gets fun and interesting. But anyway, it's like Pace always says, you know, did you lose your birthday?
Right?
Did
Exactly.
did someone take your birthday away? It's like, no, you're still gonna have, you're okay, right? You're not gonna die. So, and
You
that's
could
kind
just say, did, but did you die?
of right. Did you die? Yeah.
But did you die?
But it's true though. It's like, how afraid are we to get on the phone and to call
Well,
or
to
to
do
network with people
anything,
or to
to
do
do
anything?
anything. I mean,
And it's
really,
this,
like
yeah, it's
we
this,
let the simplest things hold us back
yeah.
from really going after what we want.
And I'm totally guilty. I'm not trying
Well,
to,
not anymore.
right, right.
I won't let you.
Okay. Well, good. See, that's why we're partners. And I won't let you. But yeah, you gotta hold each other accountable. And even if you don't have necessarily a business partner, um, the people around you, your team or whoever, you guys gotta hold each other accountable.
If I don't have anyone and you're building a business, then reach out to us and we'll help you find people if we're not the people.
Yeah.
It's, yeah,
Scan my QR code right there if you want to connect with us. And get on a call with us. But uh, it's just one of those things. If you're afraid to do something, ask yourself, why are you really afraid to do this thing? What's really making you afraid to do this thing? Right? Are you afraid you're gonna lose a whole bunch of money? That's a legitimate fear, right? I'm gonna lose a whole bunch of money. Okay, but you could always make a bunch of money too, right? And by the way, even if you lose a bunch of money, you can make that money back.
right. I think making money is easier than we think it is.
Oh, 100%.
It's more about, and
Just
I
don't
always say
complicate
this,
it.
yeah, properly managing it, right? You don't want to make money to save it in the bank because you're not going to make very much interest off of it at all. Um,
I don't want any of my money.
and the average household probably lives paycheck to paycheck. So you're like, okay, save money, ha ha ha, right?
Yeah.
But honestly, like the state, right? The state, federal, they all make sure they get their money before you get yours, right?
Mhm.
So you need to make sure you get your money first, you know, before anything else gets your money. And you can properly set yourself up that way.
Yeah.
And you can make money in 1,001 ways. It all comes down to managing it properly to get you out of the rat race of the regular paycheck to paycheck.
Yeah.
Um, and
Yep.
once I have my stuff set up,
Yeah. I don't want any of my money in the bank. I want my money in properties, in real shit. That's what I want my money in. Um, and looking into things like infinite banking and stuff like that. There's so many cool things you can do with your money that you make to have it work for you. And once you understand some of this stuff, it actually is really it becomes a game. You know what I mean?
yeah,
And money is just a tool. That's all it is, right? And that's another mindset thing. When you're in the employee mindset, money's way more than a tool. It's what I need to survive. Like, oh my God, I
right,
need it to survive.
right.
But once you get to a certain stage, it's now no longer that. It's a tool to get you what you want, right? And to build new things and to whatever, right? It's that's what it's always been. And I don't just like you, Pansy, like I don't care about the money. I really don't give a shit about the money.
Well, it's not about not giving a crap. It's about,
I don't care. I don't care about the money is not what is driving me, I should say. It's not that I don't care about Of course I care about money, but I don't give a shit about like that's not my focus, if that makes sense. Making a bunch of money is not my focus. I absolutely care about it and I think about it and I worry about it sometimes, but it's not my main focus.
yeah,
I'm trying to stack skills. That's what I'm trying to do. And I'm trying to build something with people,
yeah.
something bigger than myself.
I mean, I'm not trying, I'm doing.
Yeah, I'm doing. Yeah.
Take your trying stuff somewhere else.
It's
Sorry.
like Yoda is
You're
like,
either doing or you're not.
yeah,
And if you're
there
not,
is no
then
try.
we are not going to be partners very long.
Do or do not. There is no try.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Mhm.
So, but yeah, I want people to understand that. Do or do not. That's it.
Shit or get off the pot is what you're saying?
Yeah,
Mhm,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
mhm.
Maybe we should wrap this up.
Well, we're gonna end it on shit or get off the pot. That's what we're gonna end it on.
Hey, I think that's a good way to wrap it up.
I think so too. I appreciate everyone or any or the one person who's watching us. I appreciate you. And you know, don't let what other people are thinking, especially like don't worry about it when anybody thinks.
Stop it, because you're going back to negative.
Oh yeah,
And is this supposed to be 21-day challenge of wants,
I
not
got
don't
you.
wants?
I got you.
And you keep doing that, and I'm gonna find a way to get you bonked on the head. Maybe I need to talk
Well,
to your
that's why
mom.
this is a challenge because it's still.
Yes, it is a challenge,
Hmm.
and we're doing all right.
Hmm.
We got this. We got so. All right. With that being said, have a good one, everyone. Thank you for watching. Love you. Bye.